Сюда, давай, за бетонную стену, кто? Нормально.
Ukrainian partisans sabotaged a railway used by Russia to transport North Korean ammunition. Agents of the Atesh movement successfully conducted the operation on the Trans-Siberian Railway near Yekaterinburg, resulting in the destruction of a part of the railway line. Russian military blogger Romanov witnessed a drone attack on an oil depot in the Krasnodar region. Judging by the footage he published, no air defense work could be heard in the background, and the drone accurately hit the fuel infrastructure facility. "Everything is fine," he says as the oil depot starts burning. In this case, I do agree.
ББЛА! Воздух! Воздух! Сюда, давай, за бетонную стену, кто? Нормально, все, осколки не пойдут уже. Нормально, нормально, братья. Все, минус. Ну какая-то такая хуйня. Я! Плюс! Говори.
The Ukrainian Secret Service SBU has detained a female FSB agent group in Odessa, consisting of 3 young women who were covertly collecting information for Russian missile and drone strikes on military targets. Posing as casual visitors, they identified locations like military recruitment offices and medical facilities, sending details to their FSB curator. The agents also sought to be employed by Russian intelligence services. The detainees face life imprisonment. We went from T-14 Armata tanks to Russian forces on electric scooters. What is next, roller skates? Russian soldiers are still being sent to fight in Ukraine with broken legs, despite protests from Russian mill bloggers. Meanwhile, injured soldiers who recorded a video last week have had their crutches taken away or have been sent to a torture camp. The Russian blogger Anastasia Kashevarova reports that after a video was recorded by 50 injured soldiers in Ukraine, more messages came about sending untreated mobilized contract soldiers to the front from the Samara region and from other regions. The picture at the top of this thread shows a man with an external fixator on his leg, who Kashevarova says is waiting in the Samara region settlement of Roshchinsky for a bus to take him to the Donetsk People's Republic in Ukraine. "This is the attitude towards Russian men," she complains. "You should not only fight others, but also protect your own. They are defending you, and you treat them so shabbily. How can all our officials have the conscience to go to events, to make speeches, to speak high-minded words when they cannot solve real problems? When Russian Vanya stands on one leg near the bus, smokes, and goes back to war. Sleep well, he will defend you today on one leg, while you on 2 can't get your ass in gear and solve problems in the rear." The future of the original group who complained on video is still uncertain. Kashevarova says that commanders initially tried to claim that the men were a special contingent, i.e. convicts, and were therefore not entitled to anything. However, she says, they are a hodgepodge, not only prisoners, but also ordinary contract soldiers, volunteers. She reports that a general came to their location and told local commanders to correct the situation. To divert attention, it was corrected. But as soon as everything calmed down, some commanders again began to behave as before. Relatives have told her that after an inspection, they were sent to a hospital and their phones were confiscated. Subsequently, despite their injuries, they had their crutches taken away and are being discharged, presumably to be sent back to the battlefield. The man who spoke on the video is reportedly being punished more severely. Kashevarova names him as Artem Sharipov and says that he has been taken to the military commandant's office in Zaitsev in the Luhansk region. This has become a notorious place of detention. Many reports over the past 18 months have identified the basement of the House of Culture, community center, in Zaitsev as the site of a joint Army FSB facility where recalcitrant soldiers are starved and tortured to remotivate them. As Kashevarova comments, Zaitsev has already earned itself such a reputation that the basements of the Lubyanka, the infamous HQ of the KGB and now FSB, are resting. Meanwhile, Kashevarova reports, the authorities of the Donetsk People's Republic are also intervening by checking units for undertreated fighters. However, the command is trying to hide them. The head of the Russian city of Morshansk in the Tambov region explains to a crying woman that her brother died in the war not in vain, but to have children's playgrounds, and so that the bridge could be finally completed. Why all this could not be done without war remains a mystery.
Чтобы наши дети сейчас отдыхали в летних лагерях, чтобы город наш благоустраивался, чтобы были спортивные площадки, чтобы мост наш наконец отремонтировали, чтобы набережная у нас была. Вот за все за это погиб ваш брат.
After a meeting with Orban, Mr. Prime Minister told about his recent meetings in Kiev, where he made a number of proposals, including a call for a ceasefire to create conditions for negotiations with Russia. It seems that the state of affairs, including what we heard today from Mr. Prime Minister, is that Kyiv is still not ready to give up the idea of waging war until the victorious end. How about Russia get the hell out of Ukraine? That would be a good start.
Господин премьер-министр рассказал о своих недавних встречах в Киеве, где он выступил с рядом предложений и, в частности, с призывом прекратить огонь, чтобы создать условия для начала переговоров с Россией. Как нам видится, положение дел, в том числе и с учетом услышанного сегодня от господина премьер-министра, в Киеве все еще не готовы отказаться от идеи ведения войны до победного конца.
This is what the beaches of Crimea look like. Everything is going according to plan, we see, as Russian President Putin liked to say. But the reality is that Russia is drowned in a terrible war by him. And as every day goes by, they become aware. A war that cannot be won.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Rescues every day. We had a guy last week, it's 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.